Okay, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I go by the name of Blue Living Beauty. And today I have an impromptu video that I wanted to do and share a couple things with you. I have used them, but only like twice. So I'm still trying to figure it out. So anyway, here we talk about all things beauty. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like this type of content. I do review makeup products, talk about skincare for mainly mature skin. And yeah, let's talk about some things and learn and grow together. So my first thing I want to talk about are these new Rephr brushes. The BO1, BO5, and BO2 and BO3. So these are Rephr's first synthetic brushes that are made to mimic their Coho goat hair brushes. I do have a different video talking about my natural hair Rephr brushes. These brushes are made in China, not Japan, and it is made with an American company that developed this synthetic fiber that's supposed to mimic the goat hair. So I'm going to apply some foundation with this brush. The B on it is for base. We know that applying your base is not good with natural hair brushes. It will damage the fibers because you'll have to wash them more often. Natural hair brushes are made for powder products. You do have some brushes that are mixed synthetic and natural that work well for your base. So I am going to wear this About Face foundation, and I have worn this, and I have MD1 Neutral. I think I could have got a little bit darker shade, but the time that I did wear it, I wore it with this Radiant Booster number 5 by Juvia's Place. And I'm not going to review that right now. But I think I didn't get the true color of how this foundation looked because of the bronze Radiant Booster. Okay. I'm like, how do you get this off? So the first thing I can say that I do not like about this is this doe foot that you have to dip back and forth, put on your face and dip back and forth in your product. So that was number one. I'm just going to do a light layer. I have never did makeup with a hat on before, so we're going to see how that works too. And it says the Performer Skin Focus Foundation. I've heard some good things about this foundation. So we're going to use this Rephr brush. Okay, it's blending pretty good without the Radiant Booster. This is like a kind of radiant, I would say, foundation. So in the future, I won't use those two together because I think it was doing some strange illumination on my face. And it was just too glowy. So you see that is a light coverage. And you can see the illumination. I did feel like my chin went a little gray before, so we're going to see how I feel about that now. Now, so far about this brush is really dense, and I feel like after I used it before, I had to wash it immediately. I feel like it held on to a lot of the product and absorbed a lot of the product versus me getting it all on my skin. And I know because it's the color of the brush, is going to show up more. But I do feel like with it being a synthetic brush that it absorbed a lot. This, I think it is kind of soft. And you can feel the prickliness of some of the fibers, but not bad in certain areas. But you can feel it when I take the brush away. I can feel that the brush had been there, if that makes sense. Yeah. This was a prototype. So Rephr put these brushes out, and they have a concept store. When they get new brushes, you can order those brushes at a very discounted price to try the brush out or brushes out. You leave a review, and then you get a discount on future brushes. So that's what I did. And so I got the 3 of these, I think, for $36, less than 40 bucks. And it's probably the price of this one alone. I don't think you can buy them separate, though. So, I mean, I will use this brush, but I do have other brushes that I like, foundation brushes, some Rephr brush that also have the little bit of prickliness to it, but they're not as dense. I think that's the difference. Because if you pay attention, you can feel it. But when you have that slope, it helps to reduce the feeling of the prickle feeling from the cut, the way they cut the hair. So, with that being said, that's how I feel about this brush so far. I'm going to put a little bit on. You don't feel it as much when you do this motion versus this motion. There is a difference in feeling. Let's see if I can get a little bit more coverage doing this motion. So, I mean, I like this foundation. I think the foundation is pretty. I am reviewing the foundation and trying that out. You put a little bit more on my chin because you can see the color difference. And maybe this is just a foundation I need to color correct with because it is some neutral. Because I do feel like I get the little gray effect on my chin. Okay, let's go on with another brush. So I'm going to apply some concealer. And I would say I have somewhat sensitive skin, not terribly sensitive, but when I take the brushes off my face, I can feel that I have use something that had some texture on it. I'm just going to use this Da Vinci concealer. Now, because of the size of this, and you can see, I feel like a lot of the product absorbed on there. Because of the size of it and the roundness of it, it's not comfortable. It does glide very easily this way, but I would not want to pounce it under my eyes. But sweeping it, I can do. And I don't feel like it left streaks, but I typically want to pounce my concealer under. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's okay, but it's not what I would prefer because of the prickly feeling that I get with this brush. And you can see it absorbed a lot of product. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. So lastly, I am going to use this Rephr B03. Now, this looks a little bit more synthetic-y. This looks real synthetic-y. I know you can't see that on the camera, but yeah, it feels, this is one of the natural hair brushes that is very soft. And this is not as dense, even though it is a little dense. You can see that I can move. And these are two different fibers, so they're not going to react the same, but I just wanted to show you the goat hair one. That's the O1, and this is the B03. But I would use both of these for eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow, and powder eyeshadow. So let's grab one of the, I'm going to grab this Color Fix, and this is Celebration. And I'm just going to do a dab on the back of my hand. And I'm going to spread it out and put it on my eyes. So it applies good. You won't be doing this with this brush, so it will lay down the product very comfortably, much better than the other two. I don't regret getting them because, it's a synthetic brush, and that's the effect you're going to get with synthetic brushes. And that, with me having mature skin and really learning the difference, see how much product is still on that brush? Me having mature skin and learning the importance of the type of brushes I want to use as my skin ages and how delicate it is, I chose to try to use better brushes that are made with better materials. The Sephora brushes, I believe those are made in Japan too. I don't know what fiber, but I know I like those. I know those are very good. They apply your makeup very good. They have very high reviews. And that is a good synthetic brand. The BK Beauty, this Rose and Ben. It's a lot of great ones. The latest ones I've gotten was the Makeup Forever. And it just depends on what you want. So the makeup application is great. I'm not going to do all the bronzer and powder and things like that. And I am going to wear this for a few hours and see how it wears. I have worn it for a full day, but like I said, I used the Radiant Booster under it before. All right, let me know what you think about the brushes. Let me know if you've tried them or if you plan to try them. And check out Rephr if you want to try natural hair brushes. That is a good way to get in and try the brushes to see if you want to invest in purchasing better, higher quality brushes, goat hair brushes, because there's different types of goat hair, like the Sonia G or the Wayne Goss. But yeah, I will come back and let you know my final thoughts. All right, we'll see you soon. So it is at the end of the night, and wanted to come back and show you this. This is a drugstore makeup foundation, which I don't typically buy, but I have some irritation here. I feel very dry and uncomfortable here. Concealer gone, and it's only been about 5 hours.